Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is The Interview. And today, joining me from LA, it is Lesa Noelle. She is an incredible actor, comedian, and musician, and we're going to hang out for the next 2 hours. Let's hear some music. This is Duplicate My Crown. Let's go now.
Society wants you to be mama, sexy lady, funny girl. They shape a box for your dreams, but you're more than pearls. I let my truth flow in waves, let the negative go. I won't be a shadow slave, watch my spirit glow. I duplicate my crown, pass it all around, lifting sisters high, together we fly. Pushed by the world's desires, burned by their old flames, but I'll walk through that fire, not playing their games. Mama, sexy lady, no more funny girls, not my role. Dalai Lama's no score, I'm whole and bold. I duplicate my crown, pass it all around, lifting sisters high, together we fly. Pushed by the world's desires, burned by their old flames, but I'll walk through that fire, not playing their games. Mama, sexy lady, no more funny girl is not my role. Dalai Lama is no score, I'm whole and bold. I duplicate my crown, pass it all around, lifting sisters high, together we fly.
Hi. How awesome was that, huh? What a nice, sultry, lovely way to open the show. I love that song. Now, she didn't actually pick that song and send it to me, and I dragged that one out. So, yes, today's guest is Lesa Noelle. I've been a big fan of her. She's a Jammy winner as well. I'm pretty sure she is. Gmail will clarify that. Welcome to everybody in the live chat. I hope you're doing okay. We got 2 hours to spend with our lovely guest today, but one thing I do need to let you know is sponsor time. So let me do that, and then we'll bring our guest on. You ready to do the thing? I just got to touch a thing over here. What am I doing today? Yeah, the right button's going. There we go. Now I can see Lesa in the green room. Cool. Guess what, folks? This show is sponsored by our good friends at DistroKid. Did you know with DistroKid you can release your best music and get it out to millions and millions of people via many, many forms, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, the list goes on and on, even here on YouTube with YouTube Music, and even places like Instagram and Snapchat. Your music can be used just by using DistroKid at the ridiculously low price of $24.99 annually. And if you use my code, which of course is up the top there, you see, and in the description below, distrokid.com/VIP/Jade Starr. Not only will you help me out and let DistroKid know that you came through me, but you'll get a 7% discount off your first year, and we all need to save a bit of money too. Now, with DistroKid, you can release unlimited songs, unlimited albums. You can have lyrics on your music, so when you go to Apple and you see your own music there, you play it, you can put your own lyrics there as well too. You get a Spotify registered check mark. You can split royalties between other artists that you collaborate with. You get access to a heap of tools that you can promote your music with, and you can do it all from a mobile app that is completely and utterly free. There are 3 tiers, as you can see over here. $24.99 gives you 1 artist, right? The next tier up, $44.99, gives you 2 artists. If you're greedy like me, I use the highest tier, the ultimate plan, which is $89.99 a year, because I've got like 7 artists, because I just can't stop making music. I wish. Anyway, DistroKid are an amazing sponsor. They've been with me for now, almost 5 years, over 5 years. So thank you, DistroKid, for your sponsorship of this show. It really does help, and it helps so many people get their music out. So, you know what I'm going to say, DistroKid? I love you, DistroKid, so very much. Thank you, DistroKid, for sponsoring today's show. All right, so today's guest we have on here, she is based in LA. She is an SAG-AFTRA. I guess, I don't know if you say the acronym or not, but she's an actor. She's a writer. She's a stand-up comedian. She's a musician. She's beautiful. She's hilarious. She is so much fun, and I've been a big fan of what she does for a really long time. I came across her through Camp G-May, and it's just going to be, folks, the next 2 hours, a barrel of fun. So strap yourselves in. We're going to hear her music, and we're going to talk about film and acting and all this kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's get her on the stage, make sure her mic's all working, and bring her on. It is Lesa Noelle. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome. And
Hi, Jade.
Hi. Thank you for coming on. I've been so pumped for this all week. I went on a stream with you last week with G-May, and we talked about a film review. We talked a little bit about politics and stuff that's going on in the world. And I thought, why have I not invited you on my show yet? So thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. How fun.
You look wonderful, as always, right?
Thank you.
So it blows me away, right? Now, I got up this morning, and I've pretty much just fall out of bed and do this show every day. And he said to me something like, you look all right. You look amazing. So you look fantastic. There you go. I'll give a compliment where
it took me longer than 20 minutes, Jade.
Well, if I had to put on makeup.
Like, she looks all great. Her hair's all fluffy up. And she's like, I've been up for 20 minutes. I'm like,
well, you know, that's how I tie the hair up. You know why I tie my hair up? Because I didn't used to, and I would fall asleep on it, and the dreadlocks would press into the back of my neck, and I'd always wake up with a sore neck. So this is how I keep it off my neck. And then it just sticks now. It kind of looks silly now. So I
love it. I love it.
I'm going to hit you up with the first question that I ask every guest on this question, and they're normally shocked, and I always love the answer because it's always different. Lesa Noelle, what does music mean to you?
What does music mean to me personally?
Yes.
Music. Well, first of all, I think music is our #1 soul connector. That's what I think. And to me, music. So just since I've been on YouTube, have I been creating music and working on my voice. So to me, music is just, it's such an amazing self-expression. And it's a way to connect to other people. To me, music now is is a practice of everything I do. Writing, using my voice, directing. You know, to me, when I do a music video now, it to me is so it it is so such an amazing feeling because it is like doing a little film. You know, every song has a mood, and I get to create a music video for it. And you know, music is everything to me. I mean, when I was little, it saved me. You know, I had a lot of chaos when I was little. So the music that my mom would listen to, you know, from Olivia Newton-John, Linda Ronstadt,
Yes.
Carole King. I mean, that I would stare at that album cover because I thought it was so expressive and I just loved it. Her hair, the sun shining through with the gray cat. I have a gray cat now. um, you know, music is everything. It raises us. It grooms us. It feeds us. It feeds your soul. You know, is that too long?
No. You go with it. I agree 100%. I think I don't know where I'd be without music. You know, I'd probably
Yeah.
be in a lot worse place. And I think, you know, we've all been in really bad places and there's music for that as well. You know, music doesn't always have to be happy and joyful. It can be the darkest stuff ever to help you get through that. Has there?
Yes.
Do you remember a time? Let's just say it's a darkness where there's been a darkness, and there has been music that has maybe either pulled you through or just prolonged it enough to keep you going.
Or helped you realize that you are not alone,
Yes.
that other people feel that same thing, you know? And I think that it connects you to other people, you know, to the human experience, you know,
It's
because you know that other people are going through that same thing, that you think you're all alone, you're feeling all alone, but yet then you listen to certain songs and you're like, they get me. They get me. And you know, you feel better about yourself, actually, even if it's you're in a really depressed place and you're listening to a really depressing song. It helps you come out of that because you are connecting.
yeah.
Your
And
soul is connecting to other souls. Yeah.
I'm going to give you a warning, folks. We're going to get, I feel like we're going to talk some heavy stuff today, right? And it just feels like, because the world's pretty heavy at the moment. And you mentioning loneliness, it almost feels like, I remember when I came out, not when I came out, because I came out when I first got online. When I first got on, I'd been living my whole life dressing up as a girl and going, what am I? I don't understand. And back when we were young, we didn't have the internet, right? We had an encyclopedia, and I would look up, what am I? And I'd see fetish, transvesticism, and go, what are these terms? They're so, they made you feel bad. And when I got online, the first website I ever found, because I wanted to find out what I was, I had this open internet to just type in whatever I wanted. And I was like, what am I? I wear girls' clothes. What's wrong with me? And the first website I found was called you'renotalone.com. And it's always stuck with me because no matter who you are, trans or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's very easy to become lonely in this world, even though there's so many of us. And,
Yes.
And there's an epidemic at the moment, I think, of loneliness, even though we're more connected than ever. And music is that one thing I know for even people across all of our channels, your channel, G-May, my channel. We're able to combat loneliness because we got a place to hang and chat and at least communicate.
And come together.
Yes.
And talk about things, even though we don't have to agree with everything.
Of course.
You know, all of us, we're all individuals, but we come together, you know, and you're right. Music is the one thing that that is, across the board with our little group here. And I love that. I love that.
Me too. It's one of the reasons I get up every morning to see all these people, right?
And what you were saying about that, I think that's what drew me to goth music,
Right.
is that it was a place for misfits. It was a place for people who couldn't find a place,
Yeah.
and it was saying, you dress like this, that's okay. You dress like this, that's okay. You wear your mascara and you think it looks good running down your face, that's okay.
Yes.
We like it.
Yes.
And I felt kind of, even though I am a loner, I felt my place in that goth music world.
I was the same for metal. For heavy metal,
Okay.
I didn't know where I was in the world. I didn't understand where I fit. And then I heard metal for the first time, and it was the music first. It was like, oh, yeah, I want to rip everything. I want to tear the walls down. And then all the people I met in it were like, why are these people getting a negative rap? Why is everybody saying these people are the devil's music? And they're all so nice. Everybody's so nice. And if I jump off the stage like an idiot teenager, they always catch me.
I love that.
Right? Can you say the same for the general world? If just think of it, the world is a stage, they say. So
Yeah.
right now, if I jumped off the world stage, do you think the majority of people would catch me or they'd turn away? No, I don't think so. Right?
I think they would be afraid and run away.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't know unless you gave them specific instructions, Jade. Excuse me, I'm going to jump and I need this many people to, maybe that would work, but
Yeah.
people need instructions nowadays.
They do, because, hey, we live in a world. Hey, thank you. I've got to call this out. Thank you, Mark's Noise, for throwing a super chat in here saying, Jade Star Music is saving me. Well, that makes me so, educating me. Lesa Noelle, thank you for being here today. Thank you, Mark. You are awesome, right? You are absolutely awesome. Thank you for that. People look away these days. People always ask me, what's Australia like? Or like Sydney and Melbourne. What's the difference? And I always say this. In Sydney, if I'm walking down the street and I fall over, somebody will stand on my head and just keep walking. In Melbourne, if it happens, guaranteed hands will come down and pick me up. Now, in the US, it's obviously the same in major cities. People are so concerned with their own life. But in maybe a smaller place, that's the same. But overall, I think people are too afraid to get involved these days with just general, or they don't know how to do it. Like you said, how do I help? What do I do? People are strange, right. Lesa.
I have experienced kind of the opposite. What you were saying is that I am from a small town, pretty white, pretty, everyone's the same. And when I moved here to LA, to Hollywood, I felt like people were more friendly here in the city. And in the country, I think that they were more, they were more judgmental.
Because you're a misfit, weren't you?
And you need to be this way in this box, right here.
Yeah.
And if you're not, there's something wrong with you. But when I moved to the city, there's all different kinds of people. And, I think we all learn in the city that there's good people everywhere.
Of course there
and
is.
You just need to give everyone a chance. And plus you're neighbors with everybody. So you just learn that.
Were you a black sheep? Were you a black sheep as a kid?
Yes, I was. And I didn't really have a lot of time to experience being, a kid and a teenager because I had my daughter when I was 15.
Wow. A lot of responsibility. Responsibility at such a young age.
Big responsibility. And it was, I got pregnant Oh, yeah, okay. So we're not going to get really heavy, but this is
I
never
told you this show could
I'm
go
not going to
anywhere.
get. I'm just going to say I was a single mom
Mhm.
because I got pregnant by someone who was way older than me and very abusive.
Right. I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
I was too young and I didn't know what was going on. And so, anyways, so you know, it was just me and my daughter, and my parents were there for me. So in this small town, I got a lot of slack and people were very mean to me.
That sucks.
And I even had like people at school would be like, "Oh, my parents had a party this weekend and all the parents were talking about you." So,
Wow.
so I learned to have to stand tall when I didn't feel so tall.
It's hard. It's such a and look, we're not kids anymore, and I can only imagine now as kids, it's got to be so much harder. Not only dealing with that shit at school, and then you come home and get on social media, and they're waiting for you there as well. It's got to be terrifying.
Right, right. I think young people have a lot to deal with right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And they're obviously watching a lot of the old people running the world going, what the fuck is going on?
Yep. Yep. I mean, what are we giving to the younger people? A lot of stress, a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
Justice, where's justice? They're seeing that justice either doesn't come to fruition or it takes so long that with this president that we have now, I don't know what is happening with the young people. They are really getting divided. We have way too many conservative Christian 20-year-old people who are acting like they're 75 and acting like it's 1922. And I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that at all.
No, they should be enjoying themselves, shouldn't they? They should be like doing the things, making all the mistakes, getting in trouble, and all doing all that stuff.
Be free. But instead, this is what I'm seeing online. I saw that there's a group of conservative young Christian men that they think that having eyelashes, that's too feminine. So they were clipping off their eyelashes.
Oh my God.
What is that?
We got people, there are kids, Lesa, doing this thing where they're hitting, young men are hitting their jaws with hammers to break up their bones. What? I don't even, it's so weird.
Why?
Because they
think it's too feminine?
Because they think their eyes don't match, and there's just so much weird stuff going on. Listen, we're all ugly in some way and we're all beautiful. It's all just a matter of opinion. It doesn't really matter. But I forget what the actual term's called. Somebody will know what it's called in the chat, but it's this whole movement of people like mewing, they call it, mewing. And they're like doing exercises to try and stretch their jaw to have a more prominent jaw.
That goes along with what I said, because that's masculinity.
It's so weird.
That breaks my heart.
It does. It does. Because you remember us, probably the hardest thing we had to deal with at school was like, look at those cheap shoes you're wearing from Kmart. You're a loser, right?
Oh, yeah. But I have to say also, it was, the guys, they're just all wrong. They need to sit down with us women and we need to explain life to them, because when we were younger, we thought the glam rock bands were really sexy. And what did they do? They spent more time on their hair than we did. They wore more makeup than we did, but we, as a society, we thought that was sexy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now just think about it. that new movie, I didn't see it, but the hockey movie that everyone's talking about with the two guys having a affair. They're hockey players
Oh no.
and they have an affair and it's all sexy. And women are just going, that is so sexy. Two guys together expressing themselves. Please watch what is happening. Women are turned off by these men thinking they need to try to be more masculine, but they need to try to be more human.
And
They need to just try to be themselves and just relax and see other these young men need to see women as, you know, fun spouses, not be spouting out women need to stay home and be barefoot and pregnant.
well, some of these guys are so messed up. They're even Andrew Tate. Some people like this are saying crazy stuff like, if you're into women, you're gay.
Okay.
I can't even unpack it.
Just because you said that, I would not bring this up, and I'm sorry to bring this up on your show, but just because you said this. So I'm seeing a few women on social media saying this, and I can't even say this with a straight face practically, but they're like complaining about guys and maybe their boyfriends and stuff. They're saying that guys are telling them that they in the shower they can't soap up their booty hole because that will make them gay.
So how are you supposed let's move on.
I've seen more than 3 girls say that.
Man, this is mewing. Look at this. Social media is full of people showing a dramatic change after their jawlines after mewing. Orthotopic technique. And is it safe? So just doctors are just scratching their heads. What is mewing? It's called looks maxing. And they're hitting themselves in the cheekbones and breaking up their bones in their cheeks and hoping it will reset to give them higher.
Oh my God. If they're going to that level, they just need to go it's
bonkers.
That would be too feminine to go to a spa and get some.
It's so weird.
They're doing it themselves.
Because women used to be looked at like, oh, you spend too much time on your appearance and stuff. And it seems like it's going the other way now, right? It seems like it's like women are now dominating MMA and kicking the crap and men are smashing their cheekbones up to have higher What is going on, Lesa?
I think they're smashing their faces up to look more masculine.
Yeah.
And that is so creepy. They're spending all this time to be more masculine. They're being so. See how screwed up these conservative men are. They need to be opened up.
I don't even know if it's just them. I think overall people are losing it. Let's get back to music because you mentioned. I'm sure we're going to go off on many tangents today. You mentioned Olivia Newton-John. My mum played Olivia Newton-John all through my childhood. I know every goddamn line of every song. I've even done live streams on here on the channel, singing all of her hits, even some of the ones heaps of people wouldn't even know. I love it, Libby, so much. But you mentioned growing up in the household, and my next question is, tell me some of the artists that you heard as a kid growing up in the home by your family members, siblings, parents, extended family. Who are some of the artists they listened to?
So I'm the oldest.
Right.
And my parents had me when they were 16. So my mom loved Olivia Newton-John, Linda Ronstadt, and John Denver. And I really loved them too. My dad, he loved the Moody Blues.
Nice.
And things like that. But I was more influenced by my mother's music because the biggest time I got to listen to her music was when we would get in the van and have to go somewhere, and she would have those 8-track tapes,
Yeah.
those big ones,
Yeah.
and you go, chunk, and and I was, and I loved it. But my mom would make fun of me when I sang, and she'd always go, "Honey, don't sing so breathy," because because I thought Olivia Newton-John was so breathy, and so she was. I mean, she was so
absolutely was.
feminine and soft, and that what was that one song? I honestly love you.
Oh,
Was
what
that I thought, oh, I can't wait to grow up and be in love like that forever.
and then you grew up.
And then, oh yeah, and then I mean, right at the same time, my parents were having a terrible divorce. And,
Right. But there was something
I was
about
just
Libby's
clinging to
songs.
love.
Libby's songs were so beautiful, right? And then I remember when she was in Greece, it was like, oh, look, she's so angel. And then the end came up and it was like, oh, she's in leather.
She's in leather.
My heart be still.
Yeah.
And it was so
And
crazy.
I loved that she did Grease with John Travolta, because when I was, just getting into where I was looking around, I was like, I need to find out who I am. How old are we then? I don't know, like 11 or something. I told my mom that from now on, I am not going to dress in any way, but I'm only going to dress like John Travolta. I wanted to be John Travolta.
Wow.
So I made her buy me all the lapel, blouse shirts, and, the flared out pants. Oh, I still love that look.
I love this. You wanted to be John Travolta. I wanted to be Olivia Newton-John. The world's awesome. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. I mean, ever since I can remember, my mom became a Jehovah's Witness.
Wow.
So I was in a conservative Christian upbringing. But as far as I can remember, I always saw people as just a person. You're a person, not you're a woman, you're a man. And as far as I can remember, I always was mixed in, like, that person is sexy. Oh, that person is sexy, but they're completely different. One's a man, one's a woman. And to me, that felt normal and natural,
It's a shame kids have to grow up and become adults, because being trans, I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with a child, because they are so, you've got kids, me too, right? And they just say it as it is without it being harmful. I can't tell you how many kids I've met, somebody's kids, or even just out in public, and they've gone, Mummy, is that a boy or a girl? It's like, you can't get offended at that, right? Because it's an open palette to say, well, I was born a boy, but no, I'm a girl. And they just go, you know what? That's fair enough.
They accept the truth. And that's, yes, the magic of it. Tell your kids the truth.
And then our brains get broken somehow as we grow up. And then it's like, I don't think I can deal with it. I can't sleep. I have to kill that person. How does it affect you in any way? It's whatever. I'm going to play another song, and then we're going to come back and continue. And we're going to say hello to all these wonderful people that are here in the live stream. So
that's great.
This song we're playing is called Baby Bats in My Shadow. Are you ready? I'm ready to go, almost. Let's get it full screen and let's do it. You ready, folks? Let's have some music. This is Lesa Noelle. Let's do it.
where the moonlight breaks the glass, through alleys of whispers where secrets amass. My boots tap in rhythm with the city sigh, rainbow socks hidden, but my heart don't lie. Baby bats in my shadows, they cling. Their laughter's a hymn, hear it ring. Kiss bang, kiss me with your fang, fang. I'm the queen of the shadows, oh, where the sun does not go. Kiss bang, love me with your fang, fang. Hollywood weeps beneath my velvet cape. In a world of trends, I'm a timeless escape. Lace gloves, black roses, and a deadly stare. But there's a riot of color in the soul I wear. Baby bats in my shadows, they sing the anthem of goths, eternal spring. Kiss bang, kiss me with your fang, fang. I'm the queen of the shadows, oh, where the sun does not go. Kiss bang, love me with your fang, fang.
Chef's kiss. Sultry, seductive, beautiful.
So that is my ode to Specimen, because Specimen has the kiss, kiss, bang, bang. So I changed it to kiss, bang. I love them. I love the way they look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got heaps of people here hanging out. We've got Cap Slam. Welcome, Cap Slam. She's got a new episode of Touching Grass happening this week. So make sure you subscribe to Cap Slam and go and check that out. If you don't know, it's like my series Walk With Me, where she walks around and takes you on these journeys, showing you around Sweden and places. She's amazing artist as well, too. We've had her on the show many times. Dave Bops is in the house. We've got Lewis. We got Hugh Caldwell, Russ8889, Tremor Bear's here. Leela's running the links today. She's banging in all the links for Lesa today. So there's Lisa's website right there. We got G-May, of course. There he is. I agree. We should do a collab and do a Grease song. You're the one that I want. Let's do it. We'll do it at some point. Me and you. Yeah. You look scared.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
oh, that would be so fun.
You be John Travolta. I'll be Libby, right? I saw Pete Johns here. Of course, Mark Noise is here. Mark's Noise here is here as well too. Get the words out, Jade, you dick. Who else do I see? Make sure I've got as many people as I can find in this list. Barry Glenn, Joe Glenn are here as well too. If I've missed you, type something in the chat so I can call you out. Bradley Examples here as well too. Hello, Bradley. Good to see you. Let's get on with it. Let's keep going because there's lots to ask. Now, I love this because, you know, we're up there. This is an interesting thing. I was talking about this with someone the other day about age. And I saw somebody on a live stream the other day talking about, well, you know, we're this age now and music's this and that. And I was sitting there thinking, I'd never think of my age. Gary Hubbs, hello to you in the chat too. I never think of my age. I never give it any kind of just nothing, no attention. When birthdays come, it's just like, that's a birthday, whatever. And when I say the number, it never really affects me in any kind of way. And all my friends go, You're still the same as when you're like 18. You seem like that kind of person as well. You seem like you're just ageless.
Well, yes, that's my answer when people ask me what my age is.
I'm not asking your age.
Well, I've had so many people tell me, Lesa, you can't dress like that at your age. I dress how I want. If I want to dress like a little doll, I will.
Yes.
Because I like to dress like that. In fact, I love this dress that I have on right now. This
It's hot.
is my dress. I was so excited to get monetized because I wanted to put a shop on. This is from my shop. This is my dress. This is my logo for my Hollywood Trippy Hippie show.
Nice. Now,
And it's and this is my hat. This is my logo that I picked for my Hollywood Trippy Hippie show. So it's a little, can you see it? It's
yes,
a little sun.
I love that.
It's a purple sun.
Hat. It's a sun hat too. It's so
smoking a
cute.
joint. So, so yes, people are like, oh, you can't like be a hippie and smoke weed your whole life. And then I just say like, why? Why can't I?
Now, there was a reason I was asking. I don't care what your age is. I'm not interested in that, right? Because the next question is about what was your first album that you ever purchased with your own money, and what was given to you. And the reason I was talking about age is because a lot of people out there have no idea what a cassette tape is.
Oh, I know what a cassette tape is. I know how you got to take a pencil and go like this.
You got to do it before
if you want
every
your
play.
Cassette tape to work again.
Yeah. So, what was your first album that you recall the closest to? You know, it's pretty hard to remember all this stuff.
Well, to be honest with you, okay, album. All right, this is really I don't care, about age. But yes, I try not to think about it because I don't want to put myself in a box.
Right.
Saying that, I will be honest with you. With my own money.
Yeah.
Well, that
money.
So I don't. Okay, so that was my little first one that I begged my mom to get me. With my own money, I would say that it was the Cars album.
Oh, what a great band.
I loved them and the Knack. So they were both like right at the same time, and I loved them both so much. The Cars, I will still say, is just an excellent band. They had their own style, their own sound, moving stereo. Oh, please. That was way before its time.
Whenever I think of 80s,
stereo, and it would go back and forth.
Yeah. Whenever I think of 80s, Drive is always like up there in my top 5 80s songs. Who's gonna drive you home? Goosebumps. There's something about that song. It's the way the keys play and the vocal, the melody. It's such a brilliant song.
Brilliant.
And they seem, I don't know, they seem to get forgotten in some of the bigger artists, right? You had your Madonnas and all this stuff. And but music enthusiasts love them. They're a fantastic band.
Fantastic. Another good song that a lot of people don't know is that song Fantasy by Aldo Nova. Do you remember that song?
That's a great song. I'm a bit of a late 70s and 80s psycho. I just love.
Yeah.
When the 80s were happening, I hated it. I didn't enjoy it then because I was a metalhead. And with metal, and kind of like with goth too, not so much goth, but you have your stripes, right? When you're younger, you feel you can only listen to metal. Right? There was this thing in the metal world where if you don't listen to metal, what are you? you're not gay, are you? Right? So, and when you're young, your brain's not formed properly. So you just go, yeah, I'm metal, sorry. But I remember 80s music playing and I would secretly listen to it behind all my metalhead friends. But now I hear 80s music and it's just like, fuck, this was great music.
Yeah, because that's when our souls were like breaking out, we were breaking out and doing our own thing, and that's when, I think, The Cure.
Yeah, yeah.
And Massive Attack. I mean, they were just they were putting sexiness into the groove, I like sexy music. I like sexy blues.
I could tell that. You know, what the other thing about 80s music was it was very not excessive, but exorbitant. I don't know, it was very carefree. And you think back, right? And there was acts like Boy George and everything was really camp. And now you look at it now and we totally have just like we forgot about how much we loved those artists and we're like
performance.
But now it's like you're gay, somebody's gay, well, somebody had get the gay police in here. But back in the day, they were all probably listening to Boy George going, this is the best.
And even if you weren't gay and you were normal, you loved that performance. Yes. You respected that art. But now you're right. Now, in America, we have, with Trump, and J.D. Vance with the, his whole corporation that is getting together all this money. They're buying up, the conservative Christians are buying up all our media so that they can have the narrative.
Yes.
They're already spitting out their narrative. And excuse me, like we have a war against the words DEI, diversity, equity,
it's so
and
weird.
inclusion.
It's so weird.
Are our enemies.
I know. It's
like... So when Trump, this is the other thing, Jade, that I was like, and I know you're going to agree with me on this. When Trump was like, we're sending our kids to kindergarten, and nowadays you send your kid to kindergarten and they can come home trans. What?
It's so insane, isn't it? It's
the Haitians are eating the dogs and the cats. I mean, all these lies.
I know
are just going round and round, and it's I guess people who can't think for themselves are believing it, and it's really sad and it's destructive.
It is destructive, and it's I don't know, even the people that are supporting this, like here's the thing, right? We all as artists, as artists, actors, comedians, musicians, whatever your art is that you do, we are very self-conscious about ourselves. We beat ourselves up way more than anybody in the comments of anything could, right? So we're already harsh on ourselves. But then to to add on top of this, accepting like just bullshit all the time, to already know that you put pressure on yourself and then just accept complete lies as truth, all for the sake of like one-upping somebody you don't know. Like what I'm trying to get at is every one of us, no matter who we are, we all have to look in the mirror every day. And we all know our truth, and we know what we're bullshitting about, and we know the things that we're kind of digging our heels in, and we know it's wrong. It must be really hard to be some people at the moment to look in the mirror each day and know, because it's just hard enough to look in the mirror every day and deal with the struggles of who we are individually, right? So I can't imagine. I used to get angry at those people, and just now I just think, fuck, man, you got to look in the mirror every day. Good luck. Because that will bite you in the ass eventually, right?
Yes. Yeah. Just like right now, people are slowly seeing the light.
Yes.
It just takes so long.
And that's a thing too, you know, look, change happens negatively and positively all the time. We don't see it happening because we're in the moment. It's like, you know, those apps they have out where they say you take a photo of your face every day and then you look back at it over 3 years and you can see, oh my God, it plays back all the photos really quickly and you can see the changes in your face, right? Sure,
That's interesting.
It takes a long time to do that to get the results, is what I'm saying. You don't see the changes every day when you look in the mirror, when you look into your phone, but over a period of time, change is happening all the time. Like that's Pete Johns has a songs. You know, things change all the time. You can't stop it. It's just.
You're right. Now, you just led me to a question that I have, and that is, as an artist, what is our responsibility to shaping our narrative? What is our responsibility? You know, do we have that responsibility? Is that an extra burden that we should carry? You know, because a lot of people today, they're like, I'm checking out because I can't handle this stress of chaos, watching what's happening in America and just everything, you know. They're checking out. They're not watching the news. They're, you know, and, you know, we definitely need to touch grass and go hug our neighbor with consent.
You haven't met my neighbor.
Some neighbors you don't want to hug.
I don't want to
agree
hug
with
them. But I think we do have a responsibility, but firstly to ourselves as artists. You obviously have to create the stuff that makes you happiest, no matter what it is. If I don't agree with it, that's nothing to do with me. You have to make what is important to you, right? And then I've said this till the cows come home, Lesa. This is why I worry about AI music so much, is because music throughout and art in general, just in general, every kind of art has shaped us through bad times and good times. You look at the Black Plague, right? The era of art of the Black Plague is just thousands and thousands of paintings of people dying. And some people look at that and go, that's terrible. I can't look at that. And it's like, but that's what was fucking happening. So art reflects what is happening. Look at Vietnam. Yeah. If it wasn't for music, that war probably wouldn't even have stopped. People stood up. Woodstock happened. Artists said no. People took drugs, dropped out of a school, all that kind of crazy stuff. Do you think that we are, as artists, we've lost that ability to shape things, shape our outcomes?
I think a tiny bit. I think a tiny bit that we have lost it. And I'm not sure why. Is it commercialism? Is it, you know, people not trusting, you know, the system? And so that means everything is the system. I don't know.
It's tough.
I don't know. Do we have too many things to choose from? Wow. Is it just, you know, we're just lost now in this mucky muck of good stuff, bad stuff, everything coming at us. Every day is different, you know, especially with this administration. Like, I think Trump just fired Kristi Noem. I mean, everything is just like boom, 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 boom. That means all my Kristi Noem stuff that I was just
well, that's the headline. That's the headline, but it's not true. He just moved her somewhere else. He gave her a new role. So this she still looks like a melted candle. So it doesn't matter, right? I shouldn't have said that. Let's play another song, right? And we'll come back and continue. I told you, folks, this is going to be a wild one today, and it's shaping up. Firstly, Pete wrote this. It's a great question. Personally, I think my responsibility is to lead by example, model acceptance and love, spread joy. There's more than enough negative energy out there. It's true. Yeah. I'm with that as well.
By example. Yeah.
let me just make, we're going to play this and then you can tell me what this is for. This is the Hollywood Trippy Hippie Show theme song. So we'll play this, then we'll come back and talk about it. Are you ready, folks? Let's do it. Let's ja.
Welcome to the Hollywood Trippy Hippie Show. Don't miss it.
Out here in the glitter haze, where the stars still dance and play, I've got a story to show you, babe. A groove to take your blues away. Laughs and love in the neon glow. Come along, it's time to go. It's all about the tribe, it's all about the vibe. The Hollywood Trippy Hippie Show. Let your heart take the ride, feel the magic inside. We'll hit the streets where dreams collide. A comedy twist of music tide. Field trips through this crazy town. Turn your world upside down. Let the stories flow, let the rhythm grow. Every stop's a spark to light your soul. It's all about the tribe, it's all about the vibe. The Hollywood Trippy Hippie Show. Let your heart take the ride, feel the magic inside.
So I tried to meditate the other day, but I couldn't focus until I remembered puff is the answer to it all.
Hey, Trippy Hippies, welcome to the show. I'm Lesa Noelle, and we are live on YouTube right now from Hollywood. Come vibe with us.
What the hell is the Trippy Hippie? What is this?
So at the end of this month, I want to start my Hollywood Trippy Hippie Show.
Yes.
Which is just going to be on Fridays from 4 to 5. And it's going to be like a variety show. It's going to be like comedy, stand-up, skits, and an interview, music.
Nice.
So that's it.
Nice. All right. Now, G-May, I want to know how you came across this guy. Because G-May, he's one of my favorites. He's like my spirit human being / animal.
Yes, he's awesome. So he is my co-host, and I work with Gary all the time. I have known G-May for many years now, and now I met him on YouTube. So we used to just, I don't know, I found him, he just so cool. He smoked weed and he would like do psychic readings and he would do music. And I was like, this guy is cool. I'm going to sub him. I don't know how I found him, but I subbed him and he subbed me back and I watched his stuff. He would watch my stuff. And then we slowly talked and, Gary went on and his channel got bigger than mine and he started doing lives and stuff. And so, I was like, hey, Gary, what is up with this live stuff? So, he's really helped me a lot this past year. It's been like almost 11 months now or something. He explained live. I didn't know anything about live before. And, he's like one of my best friends now. I mean, I just love him to death, him and Natasha. So cool. And we unfortunately live I think it takes like 6-7 hours.
Right.
We live that far away, but we're both in California. So
I've told this story before. We came across G Mays live. You know, he does his show on Saturdays, his open mic. And some of my close friends, we have a little group chat that we hang in, and it's a mic group chat. And we came across his channel, and we laughed and laughed so much watching. And because we're like, what the hell is this crazy? And this is back when that open mic thing was really just starting. So a lot of the acts on there, they were pretty funny. There's some pretty wild things that would happen there. And I just fell in love with him. And he's, you know, Saturday night and I started doing impersonations. And I just was like, and it's been so cool watching his channel grow and do these festivals, because he really does care about music. Like, you know, you can think he's a stoner or a weirdo or whatever, right? But he really does have a big heart. And I know he loves everything you do. So I'm just interested to know the relationship, because it seems strong.
I mean, it's been so nice to watch. Yeah, because I knew him when he wasn't doing live and he was just doing videos. And so I have watched him really grow and build this wonderful community. So it has really been fun to watch. Yes, definitely.
All right, we need to take a quick break to hear from our sponsor, folks, which will take a very short moment. Now I have a pre-recorded video to play, because this show is sponsored by DistroKid, and you can get 7% off your first year using DistroKid. So let's run this ad, and then we'll be back with you in a moment. You ready? Let's do it right now. This presentation is proudly sponsored by DistroKid. Introducing DistroKid, your ultimate music distribution solution. For just $29.99 a year, DistroKid empowers you to release unlimited tracks on all major music platforms worldwide, including Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, and so many more. Plus, use my link, distrokid.com/VIP/JadeStarr, and get 7% off your first year. You'll also keep 100% of your royalties and gain access to valuable tools like instant verification on Spotify and detailed revenue analytics. Don't let your music go unheard. Join DistroKid today and take your music career to the next level. Thank you, DistroKid, for sponsoring today's presentation. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, DistroKid, for sponsoring the show. You know, DistroKid, I love you so much. And yeah, if you're going to get your music out there, there's no better place than to release your music through DistroKid. They've been with me now for over 5 years sponsoring these shows that we do. We do 2 a month sponsored by DistroKid. And, you know, I really couldn't do it without them. And like I've told you guys many times, I've been using DistroKid way before they became a sponsor. So absolutely 100% have been using them for a long time and love what they do. They just make it really easy. Let's bring back our guest now, because let's talk about this. Now, you are a very, very, always, I would say, a strong proponent of animal rights and human rights. What is it about? Firstly, we'll talk about animals, because sometimes I think animals deserve more love than humans. But what is it about animals? Why do you love them so much?
Right. Well, I am in PETA.
Right.
So that is a animal rights activist group. And I'm a vegan. So I feel like we do not need factory farms.
Yes.
We fight and won against the circuses using elephants. And that took many years, but we changed the laws. You can change the laws if you firmly believe in something and fight hard for it. But it takes a long time, you know, and you have to just keep at it. Being an animal rights activist, I learned one interesting thing I want to say, because I hear a lot of people say this about protests. When there is a protest, any protest that you do, you have to have organization.
Yes.
You have to get permits.
Yes.
Because if you don't have permits, you will get arrested. So people are always saying, they had signs done up but that's because organizations are ready. They're ready to jump on if something happens, they're going to go and protest and they're going to have signs for people and they're going to do that. It's, it's not a conspiracy. It's we need that because people will get arrested if you don't have permits.
And that's part of the problem where people start looking at protests. There's this selection of people now who look at protests and go, oh, look at them causing trouble. And it's like, yeah, because some people don't do the right. We have laws for a reason, right? And if you do tick all the boxes and get to that point of doing a protest, like we have them here in Melbourne all the time, every weekend, you go through the steps, they give you a path to follow, and that's the correct way to do it. But it's the people who don't do it that make the cause look terrible. The other thing is that when I was young, and I'm sure when you were young too, unions and stuff, you would see protests happen. Like here in Australia, some of the things we have now here in Australia, we only have because of protests, because of unionisation and protests on the docks. I remember things like the garbage men went out here in Melbourne and all the rubbish was piling up in the city for weeks. Trams and trains went on strike and people went on strike and they protested, and this is how money, our wages went up. And now people just sit there and go, our wages aren't going up, but I'll just sit at home and cry about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to say that I do feel that our government should be stronger. Well, and stand up for all these things, and us as civilians, we should just be able to live our lives, and things should run properly. Now, I agree with that, but unfortunately, that doesn't happen, and so we do have to protest and stand up for things. It makes me sad that we have to take our own time and our own money to try to make the government work correctly. Isn't that the government's there's a lot of people that work in the government. Shouldn't that be their job? But like right now, it's really scary. The government is stripping civil rights. It's it is like we are living under an abusive father. Yeah. And it's not just affecting America, right, Jade? It's affecting other places too. And now we're in a war. Oh, whoops, we didn't even go to Congress. Now he can just at 2:30 in the morning with his hat all pulled down in a dark room. Hey, we're in war with
It's not a Iran war, now. Remember? It's not a war. It's
conflict.
Something.
I don't know. It's a bombing.
Yeah, and
so if we can't even treat each other right as an animal rights activist, it makes me sad because, we're not gonna. Now we have to push it up to civil rights because we're having people get killed by our government in the streets. So that is very important. Now animal rights is kind of like, back here because we need to stand up for civil rights,
Yeah.
It's like so messy, but
and you're right.
You always have to stand up. It is worth it.
It is affecting us outside of there. And like I had somebody say to me in a comment section, say, but you're in Australia. Why do you care what's going on here in America? And it's like, well, that's such a weird statement because you don't know my situation. You're now assuming that I don't have employment through Google, which is an American company. DistroKid is a sponsor. I get paid by an American company. So if America fails, that trickle down affects my income, right? So it's a world thing now. We are, no matter what these people, the globalists, we are We are a global world. We are together. If we're
We're
thinking,
all connected.
it's so weird that that's the thing at the moment. It's like, oh, but it's turning into a new world order, and it's a global thing. But we are all on the same planet. I don't. What planet are you on? That's a question I ask every day. What planet are you on? Because it doesn't seem to be the same one as me.
Yeah. Yeah. We all drink water. We all breathe air. We all care about our environment.
Because without
It
it,
affects us all. All right.
yeah, like, you take away what we're standing on, and what is there? There's we are connected. There's a thing called gravity that holds us all down onto this planet. We're all touching it. We can't get off it, so we got to work together. It's a very odd situation, this divide that we are in at the moment, where we're all trying to be pushed to hate each other, and I don't understand it. I don't have enough time to do all the things I have to do to keep fed, housed, clothed, to add hate on top of it. Hate's such a really hard thing to maintain.
Yes. I think the government right now loves that we're fighting, because keep people divided,
Yes.
and they can't unite,
Now,
So love and unity, that's what, propels change. And they don't want that. They want us to be just, fighting with each other. And then the top level people, they make all the money.
it's all about that, isn't it? Right?
We're right here and they're right there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
This is not the problem right here. They've created, the government right now has created a division in America. The conservatives and the liberals, fighting with each other down here. And look at Trump. Since he's been in office, he's made billions of dollars.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
All his people have made billions of dollars. And half of those people are in the Epstein files. What is that? What is that?
It's
So
funny.
it's so much for everyone to deal with.
It is. It's just. It is a constant barrage every day of here's something else. Here's something else. Here's something else. Here's something else. And it's called, what they call it, flooding the end zone. And sometimes you just got to turn it off, but at the same time, you've got to stay engaged, because this is our world. This is where we live in. We've got to eat all this stuff so we can keep being creative. Now, you moved to LA, right? So as we discussed, you grow up, you're a bit of a black sheep, you're in a small town, you moved to LA. How hard was it to integrate into LA, if it was, and what's it like to try and be noticed for what you do as a comedian, as an actor, as a musician, as an artist? How hard is it to say, look at me?
I feel that it is just a different landscape than it used to be when I first moved here.
Right.
When I first moved here, it was like Hollywood. They deal with people who live here. So that narrows the system. All right. You live here. You have to live here. To get an agent, to go to auditions, you have to be here. All right. And then you get an agent and you go to auditions here in town, blah, blah, blah. Now it's so different, because with the internet and everything, it's opened it up. So now, people apply from all over the world. It's flooded the market. Hollywood used to be the place to go. It was the place to make films.
Yep.
Now it's like we are we're lucky to get half of the work going on here. And the rest is like in Georgia or Canada.
Or here. They filmed
or
The
Australia,
Matrix.
because they have incentives.
It's cheaper.
It finally, right now, Hollywood is like, okay, we're going to give all these incentives back. We're going to give like a stamp of made in Hollywood. We're going to make Hollywood. We have lost a lot of work, which caused a lot of businesses to shut down here. A lot of agencies, a lot of wardrobe, prop places. A couple years ago, when we went on that, it's called SAG-AFTRA. That's the union.
Yes.
If you're an actor, you have to be in that union. It's the mafia. If you're not in that union, you can't get work.
True.
You have to be in that union. To get in that union is hard. I was lucky. I was on a show. Well, I was lucky. I had a neighbor who was a director, and he put me in his show, in his film, Virtuosity. And that's where I got my SAG card. It's not easy. You can't just pay and get it. But anyways, when we went on our strike a couple years ago, that took a while. That strike held up a lot of work for a
Yes.
long time. And that caused a lot of post-production houses to go under and close, and a lot of businesses that deal with making movies close. So we're in a little bit of a, struggle right now here in Hollywood. And to get noticed is so interesting, because to get an agent now, the first question is, after they look at your resume and your headshot or whatnot, what social medias do you have and how big are you on social media? That is really, really important now. So not only does an actor have to do the regular things, he's got to go be a social media influencer. And he's got to have a lot of people, he or she have to have a lot of people following them. And then the agent will be like, okay, we'll take you on. So it's like nowadays, to get noticed, an actor has to do a lot more work. But if you write and direct and do stand-up comedy and you mix all that stuff, you can use social media to promote yourself, because look at all these things that I'm doing. No director has said, Lesa, I'm going to give you all these big parts to be in. They're like, I'm going to give you this, and this is a great part. And your part is, you walk in and you have a piece of paper in your hand and you say, here, Mr. Smith. And you really work on that. You're like, okay, I'm going to really stand out. Here, Mr. Smith. It's like, what can you do with that?
Exactly. Yeah. But I mean,
So
you've got to take what you
that's
get.
how I
You've got to take what you get, don't you, to lead to something bigger.
Yeah. And that's why I love being on YouTube, because I get to do what I do, and then, maybe hopefully someone will see me and like Tim Burton and say, oh, you were born to be a Tim Burton actor. Here you go, honey.
You are.
I saw you on YouTube.
I can see. So we're just showing everybody. So you've got an IMDb page as well too. So,
Yeah.
And you've got your show reel on here. Photos. Look at these photos. Good Lord. Damn. 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 And just wonderful stuff, right? And so you've been in, right? And people can go, that's not much. You're in this Virtuosity film. I remember seeing this. So it's from 1995. Got Russell Crowe in it, and you were the screaming woman. How was your scream?
Yeah.
How was your scream in that?
Well, so it was a perfect example of Hollywood.
Right.
Okay. It was a perfect example. Throw me in there. I don't really know what I was doing. My neighbor, I had to go and audition for this.
Yes.
So I got the part and I worked for 3 weeks and I was so excited. I had a lot of scenes with Russell Crowe. And so I was really excited to I thought this was gonna like be my thing, you know.
Mm.
But they cut all my parts out. And I ended up being just the screaming woman.
Right.
And I think it is because of Russell Crowe. And he had a big thing. I don't know what it was, but he is mean. And I'll say that to his face. So it's okay if I say this on air because I have always wanted to ask him, what the why were you so mean to me? So tons of people in this scene. Tracy Lords is singing in this scene.
Right.
Tracy Lords.
Yes. Yes.
The porno star.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I did a scene, so I can say I have done a scene with Tracy Lords.
Well,
But there was about 100 people
in a
like,
different
80
environment
people.
than her normal environment.
Yeah, she was up on the stage singing because remember she
Right.
did an
Yes.
album.
Yes, she did
She
too.
did an album.
Yeah.
And I had a whole scene, and Russell Crowe was supposed to come in and torture people in there, and he had a scene with me. And so before this, he found out that that the director knew me and put me in the scene, and he was so mean to me. And then it came to time to do the scene, and he goes, you know what, Brett? Brett was the director. He
Right.
goes, I'm going to cut her out, and I'm going to do that part with that girl. And it was so funny. I stood up for myself in front of all these people.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, no. I have 2 lines with you, Russell. and he laughed at me. And
Whoa.
He goes, shh. And he pushed me.
Gross.
Shh. No.
He is.
I was
gross.
so like, he crushed me.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I do know why, because he is a man, and I think he was kind of full of himself at the time. And he was talking to some of the workers, and I was kind of cute back then, and I had this really hot outfit on, and they were like, go tell her that I want her number. And so Russell Crowe came over to me. He's like, they want you. That guy over there wants your number. And I don't like, what? Like, just think about that. I'm sorry. Just think about this. That guy over there wants your number. So I'm going to I'm standing there. I don't have a pen. But even if I did, what? Okay, here.
What are we?
I don't know who that guy over there is.
Are we 14?
He took it bad that I was like, oh, okay. I don't give out my number like that. And I think that's what it was. I think he thought maybe I was stuck up. I don't know, but it's his fault, Russell Crowe. It's your fault. If you hear this, Russell Crowe, I would like to know why you were so mean to me.
Russell Crowe, go yourself.
But then my friend cut me out. So I mean, he was my neighbor, and he shouldn't have cut me out of the film. So it's his fault too.
So you're in another show.
I did a really good job, I'm telling you.
I'm going to go and watch it because I want to see you scream in it. So you're in this as well too. This is Triumph. You're a secretary in this. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh God, Jade. Why? What? So I got cut out of this movie too. That's not fucking funny. I swear to God, it's not because I'm a bad actress.
No, but people don't understand. That's a common thing, isn't it? It is. I've done some stuff in television here in Australia too. I used to work in a Australian television industry. I worked on Mythbusters for like 5 years. It's an Australian program, right? And you see how much gets cut from so many shows. Like we mainly did shows for Discovery and National Geographic, Deadly Women, and all these shows. And so much gets cut. And even sometimes they wouldn't even spend the money to get an actor in for a scene. They'd call someone like me up, who's an accountant, and just go, hey, we need to film this scene today. We need somebody to walk into a hospital room and look like they care. And I'd just roll up and just go and just do this. And then I'm in the show. But so many things get cut out of films. You have no control. When you sign a contract, it's not a guarantee. You'll get paid.
You get paid, you do your work, you get paid, and you don't know what parts are going to end up in the film.
So Triumph, you're a secretary. Did they make you dress sexy or what? What do they do?
No, not at all.
No.
And in fact, I am waiting, and now that I'm getting older, I'm getting a little nervous, but I want to look good in a film.
Sure.
I want to be sexy, but no, they toned me down in this. I looked, they curled my hair up really ugly, and I was an ugly secretary. Yeah.
Hollywood seems like a very interesting place.
Yes. It is an interesting place, but a lot of people think, oh, you live in Hollywood, you see stars all the time, but the stars don't come to Hollywood. I mean, they might live in the Hollywood Hills. They might go to Beverly Hills. Sometimes they might cruise through Hollywood, but a lot of times people come to Hollywood and they're just like, whoa, this is Hollywood. It's dirty.
Yeah.
It's, some parts of it is old, it's like a mixture. They're constantly tearing down old Hollywood and building up big buildings.
Yep.
And it's just, Hollywood is a very interesting place. And I love it, though. I love it.
Everything always looks.
Did you live here?
What's that?
Did you live here before?
I lived in Minneapolis for 2 years.
Oh, Minneapolis.
I'm glad I'm not there at the moment.
Yeah.
Who knows? Might not be around. Yeah. So, but I got to see a fair bit of America. I was there for 2 years, and I only was at LA for a very short period of time, waiting for an aeroplane. So I never really got to check it out. But I got to see, Jersey, and I got to see down to South Carolina. That was fun. But I played some gigs in Chicago stuff. So I love America. I love it. I think it's a beautiful place. Can I play your show reel? That's cool.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So if you don't know, folks, if you're an actor or trying to get into any kind of medium, television or anything, even here in Australia, they encourage you to have a show reel so you can just deliver this. It's kind of like, having a calling card. And this is what they use to at least get you in the door to do an audition, right? So this is Lesa's show reel. It's on her IMDb page, but I've got it here on YouTube. So let's play this. And I'll put it. I won't put it full screen. Now I know this is a struggle because you're looking at yourself as you're selling yourself, right? So I'm going to leave us on screen while we play it because I find this stuff really interesting. So I hit play. There's all her contact details.
Sometimes a fan devotes years to a show. That's when a show becomes a program, and a program becomes a part of your life.
Welcome to the Kitty Chick and Bunny Girl Show. I hope everybody's excited about the new year. Yay! Here at Date Me Once, Marry Me Forever rapid dating service, we understand that finding the love of your life shouldn't have to take you your whole life. It should take you one date.
Parker, listen, if you could just let me give you my...
Look, okay, fine. Just give it to me.
I know you think being me is flippin' fantastic, but it's not easy being a dolphin in a human world. Which is weird because we have so much in common. Like, dolphins have belly buttons.
Axel, you are literally saving the planet. You're like totally a hero. disparity, no clarity, walls of hate, no charity, the great white lie we can't deny, children in cages, keep lower wages. You can put your weed in there. Breast milk. It's not just for babies anymore.
Oh my God. I need to give some applause for that. Do you update that? Is it something that...
I need to update it. Yeah. I need to make a new one maybe. Yeah. Cause I'm always doing different stuff.
And speaking of,
Yeah.
so you do have these shows. So if you don't know, you've been featured on Gmay's channel. You have won a Jammy, haven't you? Several.
Jade, I've won a few.
I've only got one sitting up there. Gmay owes me my second one, but
Do you see? I know I got to get another. Where's mine? Oh, mine is right here.
see, look, all this stuff doesn't
I don't
matter
think you
because
can
she's a
see
Jammy
it.
Award winner. There it is. There's the Jammy. There we go.
Yes, here, let's put it right here so we can see it. Oh, that's why I don't put it there because it's too tall.
Right.
Okay.
Now you've got your
I
own.
think you can see it up there. Oh, I moved my camera down. That's why.
You've got your own series on your channel and such. You've got the Kitty Chick and Bunny show.
Yes, the Kitty Chicken Bunny Girl show.
The Bunny Girl show.
I started that on the other channel, and I'm trying to. So at one point, I have the Barbie show, then my Lesa Noelle channel, and then I started my Kitty Chicken Bunny Girl show. And now I'm actually trying to move everything to my Lesa Noelle.
Right.
Because now I'm trying to get monetized. So it's hard to have 3 channels, but the Kitty Chicken Bunny Girl show, I started that a while ago, and I'm going to start doing a new season a little differently, but it's about, so I play both the parts, and it's about 2 girls doing a weird, inappropriate kids show.
You know what it reminds me of? You remember Strangers with Candy?
I love Strangers with Candy.
I remember when that came out here, I was like, man, am I the only weirdo who thinks this is funny as hell?
So funny.
It's so weird. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that.
And Pee Wee Herman. So it's kind of maybe a mixture of that.
Sure.
Because I loved Pee Wee Herman. I loved that whole, it's really for adults, but he's doing a kids show.
Yes.
You know?
And if Fabi's on your normal channel, isn't it? On your main channel, I think it is.
Barbie, I did start it on its own channel, but now I'm putting it on Lesa Noelle.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going to also try to put the Kitty Chicken Bunny Girl on Lesa Noelle.
So 3 episodes are on here, and Gmay's in this one as well too. So if you haven't seen this,
yes, he's so good in it. and I love doing my Barbie. So my Barbie is my I'm practicing doing like a funny musical.
right?
And that's pretty much what it is. And Barbie is, she lives in a trailer park. She's kind of the opposite of Barbie. She's kind of a trailer park Barbie.
Now, I kind of skipped a question. Hello to people I've missed as well, like Chris Lane Sr. I saw Coldacre earlier. I saw Jenny come in as well, Denise. So if I have missed you, I do apologize. These interviews, I focus on my guest, but I do thank you all for hanging out here. Now, normally I ask about your music and how you got into doing music, but I kind of thought I'd put it later on in this interview because were you singing at an early age and wanting to be a singer, or was acting and comedy more at the forefront for yourself?
I never thought I could be a singer, but I always sang. Like, I love singing and I love expressing myself. But yes, I've always kind of done acting. Acting is always been my thing. Not till I moved here to Hollywood did I start doing stand-up comedy. And I love doing that too, but it is more stressful for me. Like it's not natural. Acting just feels natural.
Yep.
And when I go on the set and I'm playing somebody else, I just love that. I love to build on a character. And so I draw and paint, and I love, creating characters. Like that is my thing. And so when I was little, I used to sit behind my parents so I could watch my parents watch TV. I wouldn't watch what was on the TV. I would watch my parents and how they were affected by what
Right.
they were watching, because that was, I am such a voyeur. I love to watch people and why do they do what they do, and what are their ticks, and their personality. That's like my thing. So I think it's acting is my first thing. Acting and comedy and making fun of why we are the way we are.
Comedy's a very hard thing to do. I've done stand up and done the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and it's a very interesting group of people and a scene to get involved in. When I was heavily into it it was about 2007 to about 2012, and I was on the circuit in Sydney and doing comedy. I was really shocked at how many of my favorite comedians were really massive, depressive alcoholics.
Oh yeah.
It was so tragic to see and go.
It's a tragic group.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. We are a tragic group. we are depressed. We there's a lot of alcoholics. I don't drink, but I smoke weed. A lot of comedians, they get up there and they do their thing, but they are full of self-doubt.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting. It's so interesting, and it's an art form that has no boundaries. It's like acting. You get an agent, you get in the union.
Yeah.
There's no union for comedians. It's you get in, you start to do shows, and then maybe you can do your own shows. You can make some money by, getting people together, but it's just out there. It's like so big. You have to find your way. And,
you really are
sometimes
naked.
it's hard.
You're naked in front of that audience. You really are, right? You're at the mercy, not only of promoters. I think, because you've got promoters in every kind of television and movies and music, but the promoters in the comedy scene are so much more, I found, dodgy, and they can just, you're gone, you're cut, you're gone. And other comedians can bury you so quickly, and they can, it's very tough. It is a very tough form of entertainment.
It is. And there's a lot of amazing people in there, and
Yes.
you're going to meet the greatest people.
Yes.
And then you're going to meet the craziest people. And you have to have, if you're going to go really, be a stand-up comedian, you have to really shield yourself. I mean, I remember one time I was getting all ready and I was so nervous, and there was so many people out there, 250, there's way too many people out there. Right. And I was just, I was getting ready to go on next. And I dressed down because people were always like, women are always like, don't dress up. You got to dress down. Stand-up comedy is all about what you say, and you don't want people to look at you. You want people to hear you, listen to you.
Right.
So back then I wouldn't dress the way I want to dress. I would, in the very beginning, go and I would wear jeans and a t-shirt, but a tank top, a cute tight tank top or whatever. And I was getting ready to go on. I had regular clothes on, a tank top and jeans. And this guy taps me on the shoulder and he goes, "You're not going out like that, are you?" And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, you're showing way too much skin. You're going to go out there like that? You're showing way too much skin. And I was like, and so then I had to walk out there right after this weird. So you find people that want to throw you off, you know, so it's a game. It's a whole crazy thing, you know, because I feel like it's unorganized. And, when you first start doing it, you just want to get on the stage and get your time. That's where you practice. That's the other interesting thing. If you get into stand-up comedy, you practice in front of other people. That is your practice time. And that was hard for me, you know.
And what sticks becomes part of the show. And you virtually, you know, you can do it in front of a mirror, but there's no reaction from a mirror, right? You don't know if a joke's going to fly, if it's going to land or not. No. And I've been a part of comedy festivals I was in another show of somebody else's show. So just to set the scene, he was a very flamboyant gay character who was really offensive, said so many offensive jokes. And that was his shtick. And my role in the show was I was the straight person who played guitar to back up his terribly offensive songs. And I was trans and he was the gay boy. And midway through the show, I had the spotlight land on me and I sung Hurt by 9 Inch Nails and, you know. And that was the moment where the spotlight comes on me and I sing it beautifully. But that's part of the joke. He's so terrible and so offensive. And then it comes to me and I'm just the real star of the show. And the show did really good. We toured all over Australia. But when we got to the Melbourne Comedy Festival, you want to get that big review in the big paper. And you never know when the review is going to be there for the whole festival. And on the night that they were there, the main guy in the show decided to climb across some immigrants and just sticking his cock in underpants right near a girl's mouth. It was so offensive. And when they did the review, it just slammed him for 3 paragraphs and then at the end said, I was amazing. And the next night when I rolled up to the show, he threw the paper down at me and went, have you read the review? You stole the show. And he fired me the next day. And I was like, but I thought that was the joke, that I'm actually really the talented one and when comedians are very strange people. Strange people they are. Anyway.
Yes, no, yes. Yeah, and you just got to work with it. Yeah. You know, it's just.
See you later, buddy. I want to play another song. I want to play West Coast Hippie Chick. Let's do this. We ain't got too much time. I want to get in a couple of songs and then we'll wrap this thing up. Folks, this is West Coast Hippie Chick. Let's do it right now. I've got everything unmuted. So grab your ankles. We're going to bop along. You ready? Let's do it right now. Boom.
Broke down babies in 20-foot cages, trailer park dreams in a one-horse town. Anywhere else, that's what they would call it. We call it home sweet home. The end of nowhere, that's where I'll be rolling with my homies. Just a few to let me know. Pick up my guitar and sing. My name is Barbie. Running low on weed and songs, and I'm running out of here. Cause I'm just a West Coast hippie chick in the dust bowl. Out of my mind, cause I cannot let it go. Hanging with my whiskey, sipping, coffee, dog licking. Oh, my friends. Anybody there? Just a West Coast hippie chick in the dust bowl. Out of my mind, cause I cannot let it go. Hanging with my whiskey, sipping, coffee, dog licking. All my friends. Anybody there? No satellite, high-speed internet signal, literally high, eating up that etc. Cell phone clause at the bottom of the contract, explaining where I'm at, baby. I'm at the end of nowhere, that's where I'll be, rolling with my homies, slightly hungover. I'll pick up my guitar and I'll start to sing, say the same damn thing. Cause I'm just a West Coast hippie chick in the dust bowl. my mind 'cause I cannot let it go. With my whiskey sipping, coffee all licking. All my friends, anybody there? Anybody there? 'Cause I'm just a West Coast hippie chick in the Dust Bowl. Out of my mind 'cause I cannot let it go. Hanging with my whiskey sipping, puppy dog licking. All my friends, anybody there? Just a West Coast hippie chick in the Dust Bowl. Out of my mind 'cause I cannot let it go. Hanging with my whiskey sipping, puppy dog licking. All my friends, anybody there? Anybody there?
Yay! And what Chris Lane Sr. said there, I agree 100%. Your green screen work is phenomenal.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm guessing you love doing it, right? Because you put a lot of work into it. It's tough green screen
Yes.
stuff. It's really hard to get proportions right. It's probably one of the hardest things, right?
Yes, it's really hard. So I work with Paul. He is amazing. He is my cameraman, and he is my editor too.
Right.
And so we sit there together and I learn a lot from him and he teaches me a lot. But yes, green screen is, it's always a work in progress. It's always something that you have to constantly, hone in and, there's a little bit of green, tone it down. And it's just, it's an art form,
It's all about the lights. The lights is everything, right? If you
Yes. Now I want to say that's one thing that I have learned. If I could say anything about green screen, it's treat your green screen as a person. So give your green screen its own light.
Yes, behind.
And then light the person in front of the green screen.
Absolutely. It's so true.
You're going to get a way better. And now I want to say with some AI programs like Runway and stuff, you can, they will, so you can dump it in there and they'll take your green screen and make it like perfectly the same everywhere. And that helps a lot. And that's what the lighting is about, is you need your green screen, the same lighting everywhere so that it's just all the same color everywhere. And that's the key.
I learned a really cool trick years ago with green screen. Once you get your lighting on your green screen so it's even, it doesn't matter about creases or anything like that. As long as it's even, the lighting needs to be even.
Yes.
Take your cell phone or whatever high quality camera you've got and take a photo of the actual green screen and then upload that into your software and use that as your color reference along with another green. And it really helps to really make sure none of the lines are, none of the stuff's disappearing. I forget where I learned that from. It was some television thing when I was back in television. It was like, oh man, that is a really clever trick. Because, the camera captures the exact tone of the green screen. Because every green screen's got slightly different color. They're not always the same.
Yes. Yeah. And that's, yeah.
We're getting close to the end. We've got 9 minutes to wrap it up. We've got to play a final song. Where do you see yourself as an artist in the next 6 months? What do you hope to achieve? Just yourself, projects, that kind of thing.
I would like to get 50 more subscribers so that I could be fully monetized. In the next 6 months, I really want to work on my channel and just get it looking so good. Start my Friday show. I want to start a Tuesday fun Goth Friday show. And I just want to have a great fun channel so that I can parlay it and get a good agent so that I can maybe get a commercial and, get some money,
Yeah, yeah, of course. Because we've all got to bloody eat, don't we?
But I love comedy. I hope I can get some comedy work in a film. I would love that. That is what I would love. Yeah. But I am just loving working for the next 6 months. I would love to see my channel flourish here on YouTube because I'm so enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah.
Folks, we've been dropping a link all the way through. If you're watching this on the replay too, go over and sub up our dear friend Lesa because she's amazing and it'd help her get to that number. Monetization is a fun thing. It's always it's so exciting when you get it and it's a thing. It's not like it used to be. And I'm only talking of 6 years. It's a thing. There you go. It's a lot of, YouTube's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. And on that, I want to bring attention to something about what's going on here on my channel. I normally have a show tomorrow called Unearthed. It is not happening tomorrow. There may not even be a live stream tomorrow because everybody keeps telling me I should take some time off. I've had a lot of stuff going on here this week, like house inspections and stuff that I have to do instead. So there will be no Unearthed, but don't worry, it will be back. The show's actually done and ready to go. It's just I need to take a break. So there is that if you're wondering why Unearthed doesn't happen. Also, if you are a Patreon on this through me, the Patreon live stream has changing dates. So it's a day later. And I'm just cutting back the time of it and stuff because everybody keeps telling me I need to take time off. So I'm listening to people and trying to take some time off and do some other stuff. So there's that, just in case you're wondering where, I know, right, Pete? A day off. Me, a day off. It's amazing. I'm actually looking forward to it. And, normally on Saturdays I do Patreon and then do a live stream and perform. Now I'm just going to do a performance, which is great. I'm appearing on Brad Example's show as well this week also, so just so you know. All right, that's enough of that stuff. I want to thank DistroKid, of course, for sponsoring today's show. Thank you, DistroKid, so very much. Of course, I want to thank you, Lesa, for coming on and spending time and being so honest and your love of Russell Crowe and all of that you've delivered.
Oh my God, his lawyer's going to be calling me.
This has been, every interview for me is completely different than the last, right? And as you know, I have no real plan. I just have a few bullet points and I like seeing where it goes with the person. It's your show where you take it, we go. And I hope you've had a good time hanging out today.
I had a great time. Thank you so much for having me, Jade.
It's a blast. And you've got to get over and support her. All the links are in the description. What are you doing? You should have already gone over and done it. We got Pete Johns coming up next. He's going to be talking about all the new Apple products that have come out now. I will dump you over there straight after the show. But I've got one more question that I ask everybody who comes on the show. And it's a real tough one. Not really, but it is. And yes, G-May, Lesa Travolta and Olivia Starr is going to be a thing. We will make it happen in 2026, all right? We will. I swear we'll do this. So, Lesa, if somebody was considering becoming creative, art, music, whatever, when would be the best time for them to start?
I'm sorry, when would be what?
When would be the best time for them to start?
Now.
It's such a hard question,
Now.
isn't it?
I mean, I think being an artist helps your soul and it helps you to grow and it helps you to progress no matter what you're doing, Yes. Paint that picture, write that poem, write those lyrics, get the guitar out and bang that song out, because you will be surprised where it takes you if you follow your art nature.
As a crazy mad scientist once said, don't dream it, be it. Sorry.
Yes, live it.
Live the dream. We're going to go out today with a track called I'm a Hippie. I've kept all the hippie songs till the end of the show because we're all just hippies at the end of the day. So please stay on the line too so I can say goodbye to you off the air. This is I'm a Hippie by Lesa Noelle. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. The perfect way for me to end the week. So thank you so much for that. Great conversation. Thank you all for being here in the chat. If you're watching on the replay as well too, thank you. Go and check her out. Go and support her. She's super talented and an awesome human being. Alrighty?
Thank you.
Let's do it. This is I'm a Hippie. Until next time, let's Oge.
Just like the sunshine on me when I'm laying in the grass. Hey, my name is not important. I forgot it a long time ago. But I knew I wanted to get flowers tattooed across my nose. I'm a hippie, and I don't give a fuck. I'm a hippie, and I'm in love. I'm a hippie, and I don't wear shoes. I'm a hippie chick with the blues. Way out in Fashion Square, these ladies stare, so stop and stare at the cool things that I wear. Like my soul, heart, body, and hair. God, I swear. I don't give an F, F-U-N. F-U-N. hippie, and I don't give a fuck. I'm a hippie, and I'm in love. I'm a hippie, and I don't wear shoes. I'm a hippie chick with the blues. Way out in Fashion Square, these ladies stare, so stop and stare at the cool things that I wear, like my soul, heart, body, and hair. God, I swear, I don't give an F, F-U-N. Ladies stare, so stop and stare at the cool things that I wear, like my soul, heart, body, and hair. God, I swear, I don't give an F,